But in our society today, where we never have time to stop, the word compassion is in danger of sounding a little anachronistic. It's time for us to recover and restore it to its original dignity. In opening our heart to compassion, and just Michael gave me a list of all the extraordinary activities that you have been involved in. So well done, because that's an extraordinary act of compassion with an open and enlarged heart. It's very simple. And you do it all the time. Well done. Giving back saves us from indifference. Again, looking through that great catalogue and the graphic bars, or whatever they call them, of the extraordinary activities, we're doing it already. But sometimes it's good to ground it in, well, why are we doing what we're doing? Why might we be different from another organisation? It's because it's why we do what we do. Not just the how, and you're doing that very well, but also grounding it in that, because giving back saves us from indifference. We want to look about compassion in action because it helps to inform why we do what we do. Not that we've ever forgotten that, I don't think that, because you're doing it wonderfully, but it just helps to give that we're not alone in this. It's actually something we do with the grace of God. Sometimes we forget that. But it's actually God's grace at work in us. Compassion comes to us before we are compassionate. But it makes the difference. The whole image of the Good Samaritan is a great place to start. And I think Francis gives us a wonderful insight of what compassion is about. And you're expressing it in so many ways, but it helps us to understand, well, it's not just what we do, it's what we do with the grace of God and God's help. And actually, God has been compassionate to me first. But if we start with the fact that God is compassionate to us, then it turns around and then there's a greater sense of giving shape and form to all of our different projects that we do. Because we begin to understand why we do what we do and why it's different from any other organisation. Not only the motivation, but also this thing called grace. So my simple message is compassion. For you as a formational element, helping us understand why we do what we do, a great place to start is the parable of the Good Samaritan. Because that actually helps and informs us. First of all, compassion comes to us, but second, we are to be compassionate, and all that litany of things you've done are expressions of that. I'm not here to say you're not doing anything, you are. But let's do it with that deeper sense of purpose about why we do it, and well done.